Hello, this is Death v Kitty and welcome to my series of Command and Conquer World Builder tutorials for Kane's Wrath, and most of these techniques will probably work with Tiberian Wars. This first lesson will be on basically setting your map up, adding players, putting positions down and waypoints, the basics for any multiplayer map. And well, let's just get started actually. First off, let me just use the zoom in key, which I hate. We're going to go to File and we're going to click New, which I'm sure you're aware of. Let's drag the mouse down here. We have a horizontal, vertical, border size and an initial height feet. I'll go through what each one is. Horizontal is, X for across, your across length. Vertical, Y is is for going down. Our border size is, as you can see there through the map, there is an orange line. That's the black wall that people see, but the map slightly continues because it can be useful for helping you lay out stuff and that. And our initial height feet is how high the terrain is, and I'll go into more detail about that, but I'd advise you to pop it as 50. So for a simple, let's say 1v1 map, we could have 200 by, actually no, let's say 150 by 150 for a balanced square map. Border sizes should always value be 10. And initial height feet I'd advise you leave for 50 because that gives you a lot of room for making dip downs, craters, putting water in, etc. So let's hit OK. It's created our map. If I zoom out, there we go. You can see we've got a pretty wide map. And to I'll give you an idea about how big it is in a minute. Right, next what we're going to do is, if we try and add something in by using the place objects, which is at the top here. One sec, let me just drag the object selector in and zoom out a little. As we can see here, let's say we take a GDI armory and we try and drop it down. Bing! Which of the following player templates shall I use to add this player you need? There is no proper templates, as you can see, so if we click cancel, we're able to add object. Drag this out the way. What we need to do is we need to go to edit at the top and go right the way down to edit player list. If we scroll over here, as you can see, we have nothing, no player list, nothing's been filled in at all. If we scroll down to the bottom, we can see we have add skirmish players, and if we hit that, it will add everything you'll need. Skirmish pot downs, player listing, the creeps, which are things that on no one side would attack anyone, and the civilian players and structures, etc., and colours for the radar, which I'll go into more detail about later. So if we hit OK, before I hit OK, and note, people who have a very small desktop resolution will not be able to reach the add skirmish players, but what you can do is, if you unlock your taskbar, you are able to drag your taskbar to the left, right or above you. You can just about, if you stand the playlist as high as possible on your desktop and pull it down, you can just about click the add skirmish player button. Let's click OK, and let's zoom out. If we knock that down, look, we can drop armories down. Okay, so let's delete these armies. First off, we're going to use the waypoint tool to add player starting locations in, which is located at the top here. Waypoint tool, you can also use the W button. Let's start by donking this player position down, and if we drag this over, you can see we have the waypoint options. If we go down, go player 1 starting position. If we go all the way over here, donk another player, come back and go player 2 starting position. Let's drag this over here, just leave that there for now. As you can see, we have both starting positions. Now we're going to need to add Tiberium in. What? Okay, sorry about that. It didn't save for some reason. Player 2 starting position. Right, to speed this lesson up, we're going to go to the place objects. We can use the shortcut P, which is at the top here. If we drag the object selector over, we'll find Tiberium fields under neutral, misc neutral, and there we go. Blue field, green field. I'm going to use green fields. Let's slam him a green field. I'm not going to bother doing the player because you'll be able to do them yourself. As you can see, there's a white border around mine. There might not be a white border around you. That shows where the Tiberium will be, because initially a field is just the thing in the middle. The Tiberium itself is placed in game on the field, so it doesn't show in World Builder. But what you can do is you can go to View, Influences, and show Tiberium field radius. That will give you the white bar if you'd like to stay. It can help a lot, especially when you change tip field sizes and that. If we highlight tip and go into our object properties, we can go to Tiberium. We have radius, max field, settings, all that. That'll be the default for any game which you probably want to use. So we've got a tip field, but have you noticed how we can't see down it because there's like the ground in the way? What we can do is we can go to the tile tool, large tile, whatever it's called. Click large tile, and our object viewer will change to this. And what we can do is we can go down, go to, if I just drag this up a little, visibility, and select not visible. This will make the ground see-through. So if we paste through this, that's all good. What else can we cover dead fast? We're only running 6 minutes in, so we've got quite a bit left. Let's zoom out. Let's add some spikes in. We'll go back to our object selector, and if we drop the Mist Nature and go to Structure, here we have Tiberium spikes, silos, subways, barriers, etc. So we can throw some spikes in. As you can see, you just drag and drop them down. Now, if you'd like a player to start with a spike, or let's say a defensive tower for anti-rush, for example, because we can't, it's a bad idea to use like Guardian cannons for anti-rush if you don't want people to rush on your map, because they require power, and then you've got to set the player's power or give them some additional power plants or something, and that can really unbalance the map. So what we do is we highlight the tower, just drag and click using the tool up there to select and move, and in the object properties window, okay, I just didn't zoom in, there we go. Click the team. We want to select the player 2 team, because as you can see, this is player 2 we're doing, and he will start owning that. And there's some other settings for like HP, max HP experience level, and the stance, the vision of it. As you can see, I've got the vision. That can be changed in the influences as well. Targetable, unsellable, etc. So if we just delete these, some other cool stuff we can do. Also, if you're putting stuff on terrain, as you can see, I've got it highlighted. Actually, no, we'll cover that in another lesson. If we just delete this tip field, as you can see, if you move tip fields, you've got to move them underneath. So if we go back to the paint tool, as I like to call it, terrain material options, we go down there, and visibility, set it to visible. We can just go over that and fix it. And it's kind of silly, people say, but in the future I'll show you can use them for some really good stuff. Anyway, this lesson's going to be coming close to an end now because I'm running out of time, but that's just the basics. Also, for saving the map, we'll do that quick. We're on 8 minutes and 40 seconds in. File, save, throw out your map name. This won't be the map name that people will see, it's like the official map name, so we just say map test. And dead quick, if we go edit, map settings, you can throw your map name in. So just call it Wars or something. Referral pack can stay the same. All this can be shown in future, which I'm going to be covering, like score multiple, like the heights and stuff, and camera angles and fog and scenery multiplayer and music and stuff. So thanks for listening, and I'm going to be doing a lot more future stuff, a lot more things in future, and I'll be doing some advanced tutorials, some paint meshing, borders and stuff, scripts, events, all sorts. So stay tuned and subscribe, and there'll be a website soon. Thank you, bye.